Hi there, this is Ruth Ruttan from Retrofit Pilates, and today we're going to be talking about hip flexion. We've been spending a lot of time talking about hip extension, which is about using the glutes and the hamstrings and moving your thigh bone back in space. And now we've switched to the opposite action, which is to bring the thigh bone forward in space. Some of the most common things we see is that people move from their torso instead of moving from their hip, which can put a lot of strain on the torso and in particular on your back. So this is an attempt to help us disassociate or create a distinction between the torso and the thigh so that we move from that joint of the hip. So one of the tricks I like to use with clients is to actually put them on an elevated surface so that their legs, when they're lying on their back, are actually down below them. And it gives them a sense of where their torso is in space and allows them to try and work for that coordination of belly and hip muscles. So I'm going to take myself up onto the box. This can be done on any elevated surface, really. And I'm going to have a lie down. The box is not quite long enough to support my whole torso, so my hands are going to go under my head. I am in a neutral spine here, so my hip bones, my pubic bone are on the same plane, and there is a space under my low back, but I am going to curl forward just a little bit so that you can see me. My feet can be on the platform, which is a little lower than the foot bar, and it allows me to be as open as possible through the fronts of my hips, which might be quite a stretch for some people. We're going to take my leg up to a tabletop and bring it back down. So it's just your basic marching position, which we would do for lumbopelvic stability or just creating a sense of awareness in keeping our pelvis still. And this is a lot more work for the hip flexors and abdominals because I'm working with a wider range of motion and against gravity all the way down from below myself. You can do this in any number of different ways. You could bring both legs up to tabletop and then lower from here, making it just that much harder to work those abdominals and hip muscles. Ideally, we're looking for no ginching or gripping in the hip. We're looking for a nice connection between abdominals and hip flexors working together. Of course, you could work your way up to any number of the abdominal series there, but we'll leave it there for today. Thanks so much for watching.